Start thinking significance. Start thinking succession. And one of the best ways to do this is to actually connect with people that are moving in the direction of your interest. Connect with them so you can become better as a person. Become better. Those people are called mastermind mentors. What does it called? They must have some level of experience. The person should have a system and a structure, because without a structure, there is no future. And the person will teach you some millionaire skills. Tell them millionaire skills. All millionaire skills are all learnable skills. Number one, problem solving skills. Every entrepreneur is solving a problem. That's how they're making money. Number two, leadership skill. What did I say? Everything rises and falls on leadership. So once you grow, everything will grow. Wealth does not exceed personal development. Number three, people management skills. What did I say? Number four, emotional intelligence skill. What did I say? Okay, so that's the skill you need to build people. You need to build a team. You need to build an organization. That's the skill you need to build, of course, a community, like a Christian community, a business community, an investment community, entrepreneurs community. That's the skill you need to build a business family. Tell our business family. I will tell us every day that the family you build is more important than the one you came out from. So this relationship is called a significant relationship, or you call it a transformational relationship. What else is called? A transformational relationship. Why is it a transformational relationship? Because your life gets better and transform as you connect to people who are leading you in the right direction, and you also transform other people's life. So a transformational relationship is one of the best ways to earn a fortune. Turn off fortune. It's one of the best ways to earn residual income. Turn off residual income. So residual income is the kind of money you earn because you're actively you did something right once, and from that day you feel making money from that thing for life. We have active income. This is active income. You must be actively involved to make money. The day you stop being active, the day that money stops. So we have passive income. You write books, you write, you sing songs, and all those record labels, and you make money aside. So we want you to actually understand that there are two factors in life that is affecting you right now. Two factors. Number one is called contributing factors. Those ones are outside of you. The economy, the naira, the dollar, your pastor, your bishop. Contributing factors can slow you down, they can delay you, but they can never stop you from being a success. The one that stops us is a factor happening inside of us. It's called determining factors. What does it called? Determining factor. They determine whether you succeed or not, and there are two factors embedded in everybody: a winner and a loser, a positive and a negative. So we want everyone to focus on the winner and the positive. Tell your neighbor, focus on the winner and the positive, and ignore the loser and the negative. So you can see the positive factors you need to focus that will help you succeed are the faith, courage to take action, commitment to follow and the discipline of the process, and determination, okay, vitality, fidelity. These are the factors that help men succeed in life. The factors that actually stop men from succeeding in life. Okay, those factors are actually those factors are negative factors. We have fear, doubt, anger, resentment. All those factors are the factors that actually make men not to succeed in life. So I don't know how you're going to fix this, but you have to fix it. So maybe meet Deborah or something. So the factors that is stopping us are really embedded in us. The fear, anger, bitterness, resentment, hatred. These are the factors that is embedded in us. So you can see you are the most important factor. Tell your neighbor, you are the most important factor. So that is why we always, our interest is not about the environment. Our interest is to make you become a better person, ultimate version of yourself, stronger version of yourself. That is why we talk about how you can become better every day, how you can add value to your environment, how you can actually attract the things you want, because success is something you attract, not something you pursue. So I've been on these 4 pillars of wealth with 2 principles. Today should be part 4. 4 pillars of wealth with 2 principles. So these are the topic with 2 principles. So today is part 4 of this. So, and then we also have the subtopic which says that rules in the arena of wealth. So the rules in the arena of wealth. In the arena of wealth. Rules in the arena of wealth. So we have about 4 outlines or 5 outlines we needed to have covered. Number 1, we have the 4 pillars. We have discussed it in details. 4 pillars of wealth. So the pillars that hold any, and with 2 principles. So with 2 of the principles we needed to discuss, with 2 principles. We have listed the principles. Okay. Number 2, we've got the 4 ladder of value creation. 4 ladder of value creation. 4 ladder of value creation, because money is a slave of value. So if we must actually create value, we must understand the 3 primary places where value comes from. 3 Primary places, 3 primary places. Primary places where value comes from. Where value comes from. Okay. Now, number 4, we discuss the 3 places that causes that creates fulfillment. 3 things that creates fulfillment. 3 things that create fulfillment. So for you to have the fulfillment you want in your life, you must understand this. And number 5, which is the last one, is that 3 arena to create practical wealth activities. 3 arena to create practical wealth, to create practical wealth activities. Practical wealth activities. So we discussed that, and then we went ahead to this. So let me do some kind of revision so that those that join us for the first time today, they can be carried along. So the first thing we told us is that to create wealth, we need to understand and be aware of how what wealth is, how it works, the nature and the essence of wealth. Because wealth is a spiritual result based on value creation. So you cannot just say, I want money, I want to be wealthy. You must understand wealth is a result of value creation. And for us to be wealthy, we must operate at the higher level of spiritual level of value creation, which is what? Imagination. So wealth manifests and materializes in different forms: health, relationship, quality relationships, creativity, character, of course, credibility, cash, about what they want, how it's going to solve their problem, how it's going to make their life better. That means, for you to say, I want to create value for somebody, you need to ask few questions. Number 1, how many people in the world my product, my services, and the solution that I provide, that I create or provide. So number 2 question, how big is the problem I'm going to solve? Because it is a mosquito problem, to solve this problem. Because if it's very severe, that means you make a lot of money. So don't make yourself the priority where you want to create value. You have to make other people's problems, needs, and wants. It took us to where to talk about 3 places where value comes from. So it comes from 3 things. Number 1, your past perceived void. Past perceived void creates present pursuit value. I mean, what they think it was missing in their life. I didn't have money to buy a car. I didn't come from a good home. I didn't travel around the world. I didn't do this. So those things they perceive as void, vacuum, missing in their past. That will create what creates present pursuit value. And the last one is future perceived vision. The vision they want to create for themselves, the things they want to achieve tomorrow. That will determine their interest as of today. So don't just create something that costs you time, energy, and you now come and say, oh, this is valuable to you, but you don't want to know what is valuable to someone else. That's like I can see so many poor entrepreneurs. They say that entrepreneurs have money, but they don't know how to sell their products to the right set of people in the right market and the bigger market. So number 2 we talked about was the verbal wealth inventory. So the way you talk matters a lot. We said the quality, a man shall eat the good by the fruit of his mouth. And he says something, life and death are in the power of the tongue. So you know that love it shall eat of the fruit thereof. So if you desire a good life, you must be able to communicate good and quality. You must have a good and quality communication. So how you must learn how to communicate clearly, concise, and what? Compelling. We discussed that yesterday. Yes or yes? So we also went ahead to talk about okay, what we talked yesterday was to create tribal wealth community. So let's take that one today. Right, number 3, tribal wealth community. That is where we start from today. So I'll give you some notes to write so that we can move. Tribal wealth community. That is the topic. Let's continue from there. So today is part 4 of this class. So to create wealth, you must create this tribal wealth community. So what it simply means that, right, that it means that people need people in life to succeed and make progress. It means that people need people in life to succeed and make progress. People need people in life to succeed and make progress. Church need people. Keke need people. Okada need people. The baker need people to buy his bread. The guy that produces a shoe, they need people to buy the shoe. That means it means that people need people in life to succeed and make progress. Tribal wealth means that people need people in life to succeed and make progress. The guy that said akara need people to buy his akara. The man that produced a chair, sitting down to the need people to buy it. People need people in life to succeed and make progress. Don't write this one down, but listen to me. Listen to me. Don't write this. Okay, when God says it is not good for man to be alone, He did not just say it's not good. A man needs a wife. He simply said that he said that a man needs relationship. He needs connection. He needs to relate. So it's not just a wife. So there are 3 things that create fulfillment. Three things that create fulfillment. Three things that create fulfillment. It comes in under wealth, tribal wealth, community. So three things. Number one, write it on your note. Number one, three things that create fulfillment. Number one is creation. Creation makes you fulfilled once you create something. Number two, connection. Connection makes you fulfilled once you connect. Number three, contribution. Contribution makes you fulfilled in life. So you create, you connect, and you contribute. You create, you connect, and you contribute. These are the three things fulfillment. To write, because I need to write one or two notes. So under creation, write this one down. You will feel more fulfilled when you create something for someone other than you. You will feel more fulfilled when you create something for someone other than you. Whether you are cooking soup for someone other than you, whether you are clearing bush, whether you are dressing the bed. Fulfillment comes when you do something for someone else other than you. So when you create, whether you build a shoe, build a car, do whatever you do that has to do with creating something to someone other than you. So that is where fulfillment comes from. You feel more fulfilled when you make something, you create something for someone other than you. May you write a book for other people to read. You sing a song for other people to listen to. That brings fulfillment. Fulfillment comes from three places: creation, connection, and contribution. You feel more fulfilled when you create something for someone else other than you. Number two, triangle. Which kind of connections you need when you want to create work. You will need people that is your audience, you will need your clients, and you will need your inner circle. But I'll put it this way: you will need three people. There are three kinds of people you need. You will need your audience, your clients, and inner circle. That means I'm going to give you a note to write, but let me just do like this. You need three things. Number one, you need your audience. You need your audience. Number two, you need a client, inner circle. Hey, I want to actually create fulfillment on my journey of wealth. You actually create fulfillment on my journey of wealth. You cannot create wealth alone. It simply means that for you to actually create something for people to make money, so you have to understand that you need people you advertise your product to. Not all of them will buy. Audience don't necessarily buy, but from the audience, you can select the clients and buy your product or services. And then you need a wealth community. You need an audience. You need inner circle. And you need, or I can say, you need prospect. You need prospect here. You need prospects. Okay, prospects. So you need prospects. You need partners. You need partners. And then you need the mastermind. People that you want to have the partners, people that finally say yes to your business. You also need the people that you are going to mentor directly. Because you need to mentor at least 5 to 6 people that are going to directly affect their life positively, help them to buy a car, help them to make money, help them to go around the world. And they must be not just helping collecting money, no. It's to actually, they must be receptive to knowledge, information, and they must stand on the position to receive. Must actually connect with the right set of people. Yeah, okay, let me give you some things to write. Loosely, you need to build a loosely connected community. That is your audience. You need to build a loosely, this one is loosely connected economy. This is closely connected economy. And then if I can now sort out the partners, you need to build audience, prospect, or loosely connected community. You need to build audience, prospect, or loosely connected community. Let's put that down. Audience, prospect, loosely connected community. Those people are people that when you show up, they show up to listen to you. You do advert, Coca-Cola advert, MTN advert. They're interested. They're always interested, but they will never join your business for that moment. So you can see they are not patronize, not buy your shoe. I want to open a shop. They are coming. We call them audience, prospect, or loosely connected community. So we're looking at tribal wealth community. In tribal wealth community, you need to find out your audience, your clients, and your inner circle. So the first one is called loosely connected community. That means when you show up, they also show up to hear you talk. Your audience, they pay attention to you. Your audience always pay attention to you. Anything you post, they're always there. Do you know why you need this audience? You need them because, write this one down. If no one pays attention to you, nobody will pay you money. If no one pays attention to you, nobody will pay you money. If no one pays attention to you, no one will pay you money. So if you cannot even have someone attention, how would I have the person to even talk to even buy your shoe, buy your clothes, patronize you, buy your chicken, buy anything from you? So you need this audience. You need this prospect. You need this loosely connected community, because if no one pays attention to you, nobody will pay you for whatever you are selling. Nobody will pay you. If no one pays attention to you, nobody will do what? Pays you. So you need this audience, you need this prospect, you need this loosely connected community. So you need these people. So, and that is why you see MTN always advertise their product. Glow advertise their product. Of course, everybody is advertising their product. Dangote is advertising his cement everywhere. Billboards everywhere. Of course, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, all they are advertising their product. Because if you don't have, nobody pays attention to you, nobody, you will not have anybody that's interested in whatever you sell. So you have to figure out a way to sort out this largely people that pay attention to you, to get the people that actually pays you and buy your product or services. So for you to say, I want to build a tribal wealth community, you should first and foremost seek and have audience either through adverts, Facebook ads, of course, campaign of you want to do promotion, so you can have people that can pay attention to you. What I want to use for television, adverts, or radio, tracks, you must have this loosely connected community. So we have been programmed not to like anything that we don't pay attention to. So you must have them so you can actually sort out. You can sort out your clients. Those your clients are closely connected community. So let's come here. Clients, partners, or closely connected community. So you need these people on your journey to your destination to create a tribe. You need audience, you need clients. Clients are closely connected community. That those are the people that actually pays you your money. So let me also ask us to write this one down so that we can move forward to talk about the inner circle. So write this one down. Your audience pays you with your attention, with their attention. Your audience pays you with their attention, while your clients, your partners, pays you with their assets, money. Your audience pays you with their attention. They give you attention. Your audience pays you with their attention. Your clients, your partners, closely connected community pays you with their money, their assets. So not everybody that gives you attention will give you their money. Not everybody that gives you the attention will give you the assets. Your audience pays you with their attention, while your client pays you with their money, assets, bracket open asset. So two of them pays you something, and you need the two of them. So you can sort out the last one. Your audience pays you with their attention. Your client pays you with their money. So you need audience to sort out your clients. So you need audience to sort out your clients. So because if you don't have a large audience about your product, you have a small amount of clients. And the more people that sees your product, that sees your advert, that sees your business. There's a book I read that says, put your business in front of 100 people in a day. Put your business in front of 100 people in a day. Now, I tried that thing. It really worked for me when I started this business. Every day I print cards. I make sure 100 people hand over my card to 100 people. So that was my audience. So those people that are interested in my advert, they actually look at me. They come to my program and I now speak to them. Those are the people that likely become my partners. And last one is to find your inner circle, or we call them mastermind, or we call them co-working connected community. This is co-working connected community. Co-working connected community. This is closely connected community. This is loosely connected community. This is co-working connected community. Co-working connected community. These are the inner circle, the mastermind, people that are going to work with you, that will support you. Your inner circle, the board of directors, that will not leave you. Inner circle, mastermind, or co-working connected community. So in building tribal wealth community, you need three types of community you need to build inside. The first one is called loosely connected community, which is your audience, your prospects. Next one is closely connected community, your clients, your partners, and you need the co-working connected community. Write this one down. These are the people that will help you do the things. These are the people that will help you do the things you do, so that you can have time to do everything by yourself. These are the people that will help you do the things you do, so you can have time to do everything for yourself. So there are people that will work with you, that will help you do the things you're supposed to do, so you can have time to do the things that matters to you most. So we call them co-working connected community. So I always tell us, see, the things you can do, other people can do it, delegate it. That's what you delegate it to. The things you can do, that you cannot do at all. The other people can do it, outsource it. The things you can do, nobody can do it for you. That's the one you only focus. Number one, things you can do, other people can do it, delegate. Tell me what delegate. They are not talking to you. Tell me neighbor. Things you can do. Other people can do it too. Delegate. Things you cannot do. Other people can do it. Outsource it. Things that only you can do. Nobody can do it for you. They're the one you need to do. For example, you're the one that can eat for yourself. Nobody can eat and put in your top stomach for you. You're the one that can wee for yourself. I can only be a father to my children, a husband to my wife. So nobody can become a husband to my wife for me now. Now, wow, I have to do it by myself. Yes or yes? Nobody can go and be a father to my children. I have to be the father to my children. Yes or yes? Nobody will eat for me. Nobody can do that for me. So if I must read for myself. I must write for myself. I have to write for myself. These are things I can do. So I must do that spiritual activities because studying and reading is a spiritual activity, just like prayer is a spiritual activity. Meditation is also spiritual. I must meditate for myself. I must envision my life. I must visualize my life. I must create the life I want. I must use my imagination, my mental wealth inventory. I must document what I'm thinking in my mind. I must speak what I want to happen in my life. Verbal wealth inventory. The things I want to talk, I must document it first. And do you know why it's good to document it? Because I have to envision the community I want to be. Because if you don't envision the community you want to build, it's difficult to build a long-lasting community. I told you something in Genesis 2 days ago. I told you in Genesis 1 verse 1, the word of God says, in the beginning, God created what? The heavens and the earth. I said he created in the mind because God never said anything yet as at that time. He said he created what? Heavens and I said the creation. We create things twice in life. You create with your mind. You create with your mind. You create with your mind. You produce physically. So whatever you cannot create, you cannot produce physically. So God created the heavens and the earth in his mind in Genesis 1 verse 1. In Genesis 1 verse 2, he did what I'm asking you guys to do. He said the Spirit of the Lord hovers on the water. That is incubating, hovers on the water, is calculating. You're like the chick that lays on the egg. The chick has to generate a certain temperature for that egg to start incubating. Yes or yes? So that was what God was calculating. He was calculating the egg. Let me show you what God was doing in Genesis 1 verse 2. No, I told you Genesis 1 verse 1, God created the heavens and earth. Genesis 1 verse 2, God, the Spirit of the Lord hovers. Hovers. That's what hover means. It moves incubating. So let me tell you what God did in Genesis 1 verse 2. Let me take it to 3. You can see it. So when you want to build a tribal world community, you build it the way God built the heavens and the earth. So let's go to Isaiah 40. I'm not a pastor, but I want to show you something today. Isaiah 40 verse 12. Isaiah 40 verse 12. That's what you should do when you want to create wealth. When you want to create anything. So you must hover upon it. Isaiah 40 verse 12 says, I would like someone to read it for me, but I can read it from here. It says, who has measured the water in the hollow of his hand? That means what God was doing in Genesis 1 verse 2. He never said it. He only spoke in Genesis 1 verse 3. When God said, let there be what? Light. Before God spoke those things he spoke. Let me show you what he did in Genesis 1 verse 2. He said, that thing happens in Isaiah. Tell me his hand. That means God was measuring. In Genesis, he was measuring, he was incubating, calculating 2 by 4, this time by 20 parameters. He was calculating. Isaiah 40 verse 12 says, he measured the water with the hollows of his what? Hands. He measured heavens with a span and calculated the dust of the earth. That means God was calculating the dust of what? The earth. He was what? Calculating. He was doing what? The way you guys are looking at me, see if I'm the one that just spoke in tongues. Somebody should read for me. Genesis, Isaiah 40 verse 12. Somebody is... Who has measured the water in the hollows of what? His hand. Okay. And measured out heaven with a span. And measure the heaven with what? A span. I cannot wait. I'm measure. You know how to put something in span. He measure thing. He remove one. Put here. He was measuring. He was calculating in Genesis 1 verse 2 before he speak. I'm going to tell you how he used a community to manifest that he has in mind. Continue. You see what he said. He says what? And comprehended the dust of the earth. Also calculated the dust of the earth. NIV says calculated the dust. That means every dust of this earth, God has measurement of every dust. Very calculating guy. Calculated the dust of the in the measure. And weigh the mountain in scale. And weigh mountain in scale. Tell us scale. Scale, scale they used to measure. They will put 2 things now. She was measuring mountain. This mountain, Everett, is too tall. Let's move some. Put in this one. Come on. He was measuring mountain in scale for the earth to gain balance. He was measuring. So measuring happened in Genesis 1 verse 2 when he was hovering, calculating. Let me show one thing he calculated again. The next one. And the hills in a balance. And hills in where? Balance. Let's continue to 13. Read 13. Who has directed the spirit? Calm down. Who directed the Spirit of the Lord? Community. Tell us community. I'm going to show you the community that directed the Spirit of the Lord. It's going to shock you this morning. Yes or yes? I'm going to show it to you. I'll show it to you. Just follow me, right? He said that who directed God? Isaiah said, who directed this man? We measure mountain, measure the dust of the air, even calculate the number of hairs in your head right now. You know the sun. You go down, okay. Who directed the Lord? Go ahead.
Or being his counselor.
Who has been his counselor? That community, tell us community. Inner circle. I'll show you the inner circle that directed God. It will shock you that even God even learned from his community. I will tell you. That's why he said, let us create man. Tell him, let us. I'm going to show you the us in case you don't know the us. So that from today, you begin to value your community. Even God that created, he said he measured the mountains, measured the sand, the dust of the air, everything. So who must have counseled him? Continue. Who did he take thought from? That means something was telling God something. Who told him something? Let me tell you who told him something. Want to see it right now? Yes or yes?
Yes.
You want to know who directed God, who God took counsel from. The Bible says, who counseled God? Who did he take thoughts from? You want to see that person?
Yes.
They are not talking to me. You want to see that person?
Yes.
I'm going to show you. So the person is in Proverbs 18, Proverbs 8 verse 12. We are going to read 12 to 30. You will see the person that directed God. Proverbs 8 verse 12. 12 to 30. I want to show you the person that directed God. So, I'm coming now. In Genesis 1 verse 2, the Spirit of the Lord was hovering. And that person was with the Spirit of the Lord. He was hovering, was calculating, measuring. The person was telling God, no, this mountain is too big. Come out and put for you. Because it was a scale and balance. Then a scale and balance. I want to show you the person that if God could take counsel from this person and he's now telling you, let us. So what about you? You want to create a community. I want to do it alone. You don't want to prospect anybody. You want to talk to anybody. You don't want to mentor anybody. You don't want to take responsibility for someone else's success. Okay, you're just joking. You can never be wealthy in life. Because to be wealthy, you must put this thing that God put in place before creating Genesis 1 verse 3. Let's see the person. Let's Proverbs 8 verse 12. Let's go. What did he say?
I wisdom dwell with
I wisdom do what? Dwell with what? Prudence and what?
And find out knowledge of witty invention.
I dwell with the prudence. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to 14.
Verse 14.
Yes, 14. Let me show the paper. Cancel God.
Counsel is mine.
Counsel is what? Mine. He will tell you that he was with God. Just follow up. Yes, continue.
And sound wisdom, I am understanding.
Counsel is mine. Sound wisdom is mine. Understanding is mine. I have what? Strength. I have what? Wisdom say I have what? Wisdom is a personality. He said I have. That means when you say I, that means it's a personality. It's not personality. He says I wisdom. Tell you I wisdom.
I wisdom.
He said I is a personality. You don't use I for something that is not a personality. It's a person. That person dwell with God. Continue. Proverbs 8 verse 15. Read 15.
By me kings reign.
By me kings do what? Reign. That means if you must reign over your life, over your business, over your investment, you must embrace wisdom. A person. I will tell you where to find this guy. And he's even looking for you. You are the one running away because you don't want to study. Because study is a royal habit. I'm asked to come and write. You tell I don't want to write. You are running away from wisdom. You cannot reign. It's difficult to reign without wisdom. You continue. The next one says what?
And princes the great judge.
My prince is good justice with me. I am the law. One prince talk, I am the law. Then wisdom makes law. Tell them neighbor. Wisdom creates laws.
Wisdom creates law.
Write it on your notes. I'm going to show you something very crazy today. That even God, you're going to read to 80, don't worry. Write that one first. Wisdom creates laws. Wisdom creates laws. Not ignorance. Ignorance is bad. Ignorance can never be your portion. Ignorance means that you ignore knowledge. Knowledge was present to you, ignore it. I think you should write it down. Ignorance means knowledge was offered to you, but you ignore it. Ignorance means knowledge was offered to you, and you ignore it. That means knowledge was available, but poor people ignore it. Ignorance means knowledge was offered to you, but you ignore it. You ignore knowledge. You ignore it. You ignore knowledge. It was offered to you. You ignore it. Ignorance. You ignore knowledge. Ignore information. Ignore knowledge. Ignore wisdom. So wisdom says, I counsel God. By me, kings reign. By me, kings establish authorities. By me, by me, by me. Let me show you that he even told us that he was even the one that directed God in Isaiah, that God measured the mountains. Let's continue with 17 for me. That Proverbs 8 verse 17.
I love them that love me.
I love them that do what? I love them that do what?
love me.
That means if you hate wisdom, that means he no will love you. Your life will hard. You will be suffering. Write this one on your note before we continue. Knowledge makes you unfit for slavery. Knowledge makes you unfit for slavery. What makes a man not to be a slave is that he knows that he knows. Knowledge makes you unfit for slavery. He makes you unfit for slavery. You can only enslave a man who doesn't know that he knows. But you that know that you know, you cannot be a slave again. You are a champion. Touch yourself, I'm a champion.
I'm a champion.
Knowledge makes you unfit for slavery. Okay, let's see what happened.
And those that seek me early shall find.
That seek me, seek wisdom, you know, go find him. So the only way you can seek the guy is to seek him. He said that it is the glory of God to conceal a matter, honor of the king to search matter. I mean, search is to study, seek, then not seek. We'll go to 18.
Verse 18. Riches and honor are mine.
Calm down now. Riches and honor are where?
Are with me.
Not by hustling. They are not by hustling.
Not by
That's the way they find. Now wisdom carry on. He said riches and what? Honor are mine. They are with me. So if you can get riches and honor, you must love wisdom. You must love knowledge. You must sit down and say, I want to study you. That is only we can have it. That with me. Continue. They are not with the company or they are not with your father. Riches and wisdom is not with your father. Tell them on the board. Riches and wisdom is not in Tinubu's hand. It's with wisdom. Riches and honor is not in Tinubu's hand. That riches and honor you are looking for is where? In wisdom. Okay, continue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Riches.
Durable riches and righteousness. Okay. Continue 19.
My fruit is better than gold.
My fruit is better than gold.
Yeah, than fine gold.
Yes.
And my revenue than choice silver.
Go to 21.
That I those that love me.
Inherit. Inheritance means to receive fight for. If you inherit your father's land, that means you did not build the land, you did not buy the land, you only inherit. Inheritance only comes from something that you did not work for. That's why they call it inheritance. They're not inheritance. Inheritance that you did not do anything for it to. That you inherit, if you don't use the word inheritance, that means you are not involved. That's why you inherited it. You said that I will cause those that lost me to inherit wealth. Then no wealth.
Wow.
That means if you don't love him, you can never inherit. But let me show you that he is the one that was talking to God in Genesis 1 verse 2. Let me go to Proverbs 8. Go to 22. Let's go 22.
The Lord possessed me.
The Lord possessed me at where? The beginning. Continue.
Of his ways.
Of his ways.
Before his work of old.
Before his work of old. What is work of old? Heavens and the earth. The Lord possesses me. Now you that want to come and succeed in what I create, you need to possess me. The next one is what?
I was set up from everlasting.
I was set up for everlasting from the beginning.
Or ever the earth was.
Before the earth started, I was there with God. I was set up I put it in NIV. It says, I have been established from the everlasting, from the beginning, before there was ever an earth on earth. So let's go 25.
Before the mountain were settled.
Before the mountain were measured.
Before the hills was.
Before the hills were measured in Isaiah.
I was brought forth.
I was brought forth. That means God created me first for counseling, for me to talk to him. Before they measured the mountains in Isaiah, before they measured the dust of the earth, I was with God. Let's go to 30. The last one. Let's see what happened there. You can read the rest at home.
Then I was by him.
I was by him.
As one brought up with him.
I was brought up with him.
And I was daily his delight.
I was daily his delight. You know, daily delight.
Daily delight.
Continue.
Rejoicing always before him.
Rejoicing always before him. And another says, I was with him. I was with God from the beginning, directing God on all he was doing. That means in Genesis 1 verse 2, God was hovering. He was incubating. Wisdom was talking to him. They made it to measure 2 meters by this, by circumference. He was directing God. So after they must have finished talking, God was seeing everything in imagination. God now opened his mouth in Genesis 1 verse 3. And he said, let there be what? Light. And there was what? Light. And it was good. The thing is this. A lot of us want to be wealthy. But you don't want to use the power of your imagination because nobody has taught you how to use your imagination. Imagination is the first laboratory in your life. The first place you can live before you live on the physical. So you also go back and get a thinking chair, get a thinking corner in your house. If you want to create, pick an area of your life. My finances that is not working. I tell you, chaos, void is a qualification for creation. The earth was without void, and that was the face of the deep. That means it qualified to happen. So you have a chaos in your finances, chaos in your marriage, chaos, things are not working for you. the qualification to create the life you want. So how do you create the life you want? Go back and sit down like God created you in his image and likeness. Pick your life. Pick marital, finance. I want to make 1 million. See, think about it. Anything, any thought that enters your mind, you need to document it. So you need diary. You need a journal to journal your journey. Write everything down. God wants to, he loves you. He wants to speak with you. But you are running away from knowledge. You're away from study. As you're running away, you're running away from your riches and enduring prosperity. So you need to come to the place of study. Because study is a royal habit. Tell your neighbor. Study is a royal habit. In Genesis 1 verse 2, he said God created. And because in Isaiah 40, he told you how he created. He measured the mountains and the dust. And in Proverbs, he told the person that directed him. And he said, I, wisdom. Wisdom is looking for you. Tell your neighbor. Wisdom is looking for you. Stop running. So how am I running away from wisdom? Because you don't want to spend studying. You don't want to spend time to create your life. You are looking for someone to create your life for you. Help me. Okay? Nobody's coming to help yourself. By your thinking, you attract things to yourself. So for you to have God needed wisdom to create the earth. You need wisdom to create the life you want. Tell your neighbor. If God needs wisdom to cancel him for creation, you need wisdom for canceling to create the life you desire. Let's go to the last one today before we close. At contribution. Tell no contribution. I told you to create wealth. You must to build a tribal wealth community. You have to create in your mind, connect to people, and contribute to their life. Write this one. Contribution is a way that it pays you for your worth and value. Contribution is a way that nobody can actually pay you for your worth and value. So find a way to contribute to people's life. Find a way to add value to people's life. Like what we are doing. What the things I do. I don't charge money. It's a way of adding value to people around, because if I know this thing and this thing helps me, I say contribution is a way that nobody can actually pay you for your worth and value. Contribute in a way that nobody can actually pay you for your worth and value. Contribute in a way that nobody can actually pay you for your worth and value. Contribute in a way that nobody can actually pay you for your worth and value. Contribute in a way that no one can actually pay you for your worth and value. How do you contribute in such a way? Service. They're not service. You must provide service to humanity. Find a way to provide service to humanity. In your church, find a way to serve. In your community, find a way to serve. In a community, find a way to serve. Like me, I just find a way to add value to people's life. So what the things I learn, I know, I practice, that brings me money, wealth, fulfillment, I find to teach someone else. The books I read, I recommend them to you. Books like Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey. That person contributed to my life. He documented his life. Me too, I read the documentary of it. I practice, it works for me. Richest man in Babylon. I also give it to read because you should find a way to add value to people's life, because tribal wealth community will help you to create the life you want by adding value to people's life in a way that they will not actually pay you. So until I walk up to 6 people, say, I want to work with you. I've learned something I need to teach you. I've learned something to share with you that can make your life better. It's difficult to build wealth until you find a way. It's difficult if God did not cancel wisdom. Maybe he'll be struggling to measure the mountains. So wisdom was with him, guiding him, counseling him. It was his daily delight. He was with God, advising God. Then you want to do everything by yourself. Okay, it's very difficult to do that. Let's go to the last pillar for today. Let me check my time. 2 minutes more. I want to do the last pillar number 4, which is practical wealth activities. But we can't go there today because you must be able to manage, unify. This is called unification, management skill. So God actually thought in his mind, communicated, I am acting like one. I have 3 children, so they must play with daddy. So my 3 children play with me from that 6 o'clock. Once in 9 o'clock, it's my wife's time. Maybe give me a no. It is my me time. I'm going to spend that time with myself. Watch this, anytime it can be 12, 1 o'clock. I don't mind. So I want to spend that time with myself, organizing my life, writing my finances, my marital life, my economy, my spiritual. I'm going to be writing everything. I have journals. Can see? I would have simply prepared slide, a PPT or PowerPoint. Come and present slide for you. No, I want to show you the practice I'm participating. Let me become a better person. I learned it from almost all my mentors. So you must also practice that same thing. So I started writing everything. All the things I'm teaching you, I wrote them down. Imagine that. So I do personal stuff for 1 hour minimum 1 hour with myself. Nobody touches me. The more I write, the more my life become better. So you too can, it might not be work for you the perfect time, but find 1 hour for yourself so they can invest in yourself. Because once you grow, everything will do what? Grow. Once you become better, everything will become what? Better. I want money to work for you. If for money to work for you, you must follow the discipline of that process, because the wisdom to manage and sustain wealth is found in the process. They're not process. So for you to create wealth, you must recognize those 4 pillars: your mental life, your verbal life, your community life. So we'll come and talk about this one tomorrow. So you need to think, you need to talk. You cannot be talking small and have a big life. You must talk big to have a big life. You cannot be thinking small and have a big life. You must think big to have a big life. Right? So you must work with the community. Tell our community. Number 1 person you need in your community is wisdom. Tell our wisdom. Where do you get wisdom? From study, from practice, from study to practice, study to practice. So the more you practice a thing, the more you become better at that thing. That is the best we can take today. So tomorrow, tomorrow. Let me leave that one to tomorrow. Okay, let me leave it to tomorrow. I wanted to go there. Sorry. We cannot go there today. Tomorrow we'll continue. So tomorrow we'll conclude. We tie all the knots together. I'll finish, connect all the knots together so you can see how your life can become better. And thank you for the online community for creating time to join us. I want to give a professional advice. Please, whenever you want to go into a business, please don't go to a business without a mentor. Any business, get a mentor. And because he that stands on the shoulder of mentors will see far. Mentorship is the legal shortcut to success. See you tomorrow. See you at the top. God bless you. Really good. So